I've had a few of those in my coaching career, but never one that I just don't think we deserve to lose that game. You know, not taking anything away from East Carolina, but we got a group of winners in this locker room, and players with great heart, and I feel just as great about them now as I did before the game. You know, every week I feel better about this team, their character, their heart, how much effort they put into, and we did some really good things tonight, and we did some messed up things. You know, giving them 9 points the first half is not the way to. And we had 3 turnovers and a unsportsmanlike penalty late in the game on the kickoff that was uncalled for, and just made mistakes in key situations.
You think your team's emotionally drained after these 3
Oh,
wins?
yeah, we're emotionally. It's probably good that we're going to be on a bye, you know, going on a bye. I'd like to be 5-2 going on this bye rather than 4-3, but we're still number 1 in our division, and we still, I believe in my heart, we can beat anybody that we play, and it's a tough league, as just comparing the scores going around today. So, you know, I'd like to meet this team again in the championship. It'd be great.
How can you improve on the penalties? On the
Well, I'm not sure. I don't have an idea other than not playing those guys that got the penalties.
Do you work on anything specific, or do you just do what you do?
As far as penalties?
As far as either penalties or just any aspect of the game, are you going to work on anything specific?
Well, we're going to work on getting healthy in the next week. That's going to be real important. We're still banged up, and they were too. You know, everyone's banged up this time, so a bye is a good time. But I think that's the main thing we're going to do, is work on our physical health, and then we'll work on our mental health coming back after we see the tapes and everything. But we're going to give the kids 3 days off, and we'll come back together on Thursday of this week.
Coach, can you talk about your defensive performance tonight?
Well, I thought it was, you know, they didn't score a touchdown in the first half, and I thought it was, you know, I thought we played with a lot of heart, a lot of character, played really hard, and just for whatever reason it didn't come out in the scoreboard, you know.
That final play, do you just call it luck? Would you, if you could do
The
it
final
over
play
again?
that tied the game, yeah.
Do you call it
Yeah.
luck? Would you do it over again?
Well, yeah, it's luck, I guess, but they still threw the ball in there and protected, and he rolled out, and the kid caught the ball. So I've lost a game before where the guy didn't catch it and the official thought he did. How about that one? So so this wasn't that bad. But I just feel like our players deserve to win, and they're – but it's not, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. I think we're going to respond really great. I think we have a lot of character, and I'm going to be shocked if we don't come back and still fight hard the rest of the season.
What did you tell your players in the locker room right now?
Kind of just told the players about the same thing I just got through mentioning with you guys, that, you know, probably the champion of our league will have a loss, and that they're winners, and we just came out on the short end. But we got a lot of character and a lot of heart.
Coach, what did you like from your team tonight, and what you didn't like?
Well, I liked our courage and our heart and our desire and our intensity and the way that we didn't give up. And I thought our defense at times played really well, and of course our offense did too. You know, we got a freshman at quarterback. He made some mistakes, but yet he still threw for 400 yards, and it's pretty good for a freshman in this league. And so, and you know, we got some players. I think we got some players, and we just it's just a competitive situation right now.
What does your team take away from this, the positives?
Well, I think, you know, we're going to have to, we'll look at all those next week, you know, and so I'm sure there's a lot of positives in this game, and we'll search for those, and we'll make sure that we reinforce those.
You know, outside of one play, did the defense make some strides? 4 turnovers?
No, I think the defense played really hard, and you know, I thought that number 5, their running back's a good player, and their quarterback was too, and we made some really key plays defensively, big plays, and it's just a shame that we had to have that one play that made the difference. It's the thing you're just going to keep coughing on all the time, and coughing and coughing, and stuck in the back of your throat.
Coach, when they tied the game, what was the mood of the Miners?
Well, I think we're pretty shocked. I think it was 3.2 seconds left in the game, and I thought we were in good shape to win the game, and I certainly didn't expect that. So we didn't go into the overtime with a clear, vivid picture of what our goals were and our plan was. We were probably a little bit upset, a little bit hungover from that last play.
Do you think that's because it was a young team and they've
No,
gone
I
for a
just
while?
think that doesn't happen very often. You'd like to just shake it off and say, hey, it's over, it's behind us, let's move on to the next play, and that's a little easier said than done sometimes, especially after they work so hard to get in that position to win the game.
How do you recover emotionally from a game like this?
Well, I think we will. I have confidence that we will. But it's nice to have a bye. We don't have to play anybody next week, so we got some time to get over it.
Come at
And
a
we
pretty
will.
good time.
Yeah, it comes at a real good time, physically and mentally. I'd like to be 5-2 at this time rather than 4-3 with a couple of days off. But if there was ever a time when we need a day off, this is it.